What is going on, my free-to-play family? We are back at it again with another AFK journey video. Today we are on day 6 of this account. The server just hit day 7, so of course we got to cop our free hero, our S rank hero. We went with Iran. So as requested, a couple of people actually wanted me to go over and do somewhat of like a comprehensive guide or somewhat a play-by-play how I read arena fights and stuff like that going into it. So without further ado, here we are. We are going to do a couple arena matches, so we're going to get some gameplay in this video. And also, I'm going to go over like my decision making on the teams that I'm putting out, why I'm putting out certain characters, and kind of go over my thought process when doing that. I don't know if there is a record of attack versus defense. I'm not too sure if this is attack and defense or if that is just defense or attack. But what we are going to do is go ahead and go into a challenge. And right here, I just want to start with this. So obviously up in the top left-hand corner, yeah, my camera's not blocking anything for this. So top left corner, we're going to see our power level of kind of like the team that we have been using before. Obviously here we can see the power levels of the people we're choosing to fight. So couple options when looking at this. Obviously we can go for a higher tier opponent to get more points out of the victory, but we also risk taking a defeat, which means we're going to lose points. There are situations where there's teams like 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 stronger than us that if we synergize our team correctly and put the right people in place depending on what they have, we can definitely beat them. But as of now, I would say for free-to-play players and the best progress that you're going to get on your account, it's always safest just to attack someone that is weaker than you, so you're not wasting your turns. And the reason I'm saying that is because we give them a limited amount of turns a day. If you are refreshing them with diamonds, you're getting more. If you looked into the other videos that I had, I was talking about arena, how in the first week or two, it is probably smart to refresh with those diamonds to get as high as possible before you start hitting like a wall of just people that are a lot stronger than you, even though you refresh a couple times and it makes it harder for you. So in this one, we're going to go ahead and go with the middle one. I don't think that there's any team synergy that I'm going to beat someone that's almost 50,000, stronger than me. I just don't think that's going to happen. That's honestly like a whole other team on top of mine at this moment. So we're going to go for this 65 because it's right in the middle. And I guess going into these things, I actually learned a lot of team synergy and stuff like that from Hero Duel because it allows you to play around with every single character out except for like a select few. So on this, I can see that they have a 2-2 synergy with a 1 mythic character being the Vala, which means that right now I have a couple of choices. This is the team that I've been using to push, so we'll go ahead and just remove everyone and take a look at this. We definitely want to have a team that's going to keep Cicia alive. She is going to be our main DPS, the main focus of this team, so we definitely want to have someone that's going to keep her alive. We have two options with the relics. One, we can go with a little bit more sustainability, or one, we can go up with the attack speed to let Cicia get her ult faster and pop off a little bit quicker in the fight. So I like going with this in PvP because the fights don't tend to last too long regardless anyways. Obviously our Thorin, we want to have him against another Thorin, so a tank versus a tank, it allows them to kind of just trade off. There's a 1 level difference here, so we're looking at 83, 80, 82, and 82. Obviously I pushed my Cicia up to 90, so she's kind of 7 levels stronger than their main carry, 8 levels stronger than her Cicia. We want to have her in the very back. Now it's just an option of choosing left or right. Because they have this Vala right here, right in the middle, it almost makes it to where we have to sacrifice this relic because we don't want to have them jump directly on there. If we go like this and we put them out first, then we can force it to go onto this character. Or I guess it doesn't work like that. I guess she's just going to go on this spot right there if they're on the back. On other instances, you can kind of force the jump to go on a certain character depending on where you put them and the order that you put them in. But as of now, we're going back here. Coco is a good option for this team, so we don't really want to let her just die too early. So my thought process behind this is putting in probably a second tank to kind of get that, because she's going to walk up anyways. We'll allow her to be the main focus. Her job is to soak damage, so as long as she can soak at least one ult from Vala, we should be good. They only have one healer on the team. It is Hewin, so she does a full AoE heal. But that's okay, because once Cecilia ults, we are going to entangle all of them, and none of them have anything to break out of that ult. Obviously, we have to worry about Thorin's passive, where he just revives himself. But at this level versus the levels that we have, he's going to be doing a minor amount of damage more than what we're really worried about. We want to put him in here because we also want to match that AoE heal, but we want to get it in a little bit quicker because they do have two characters that output a little bit of fast damage. So we want him to be basically taking those heals or giving those heals a little bit quicker. So this is kind of the team synergy that I would put. We're getting a 3-2, so that means we are getting more inherent stats right off the bat. As you can see, we're at 72, they're at 65. Our levels go directly into Cecilia. She is getting the actually I messed up, I'm sorry. I have to move her out of the back so Cecilia can get this attack speed. I apologize if I take a second to talk. It's because I'm talking and doing the game as well, so I want to make sure that I'm not making mistakes and relaying that to you guys as well. So for this team, we should be fine. The only thing that I'm worried about is her deleting her quicker and then jumping to one of our carries. We don't really have to worry about any big AoE damage coming out except for Cecilia's ult, so we should be good with this. Yeah. So this team synergy that I set up was obviously about protecting Cecilia and allowing her to get her ult off. Usually it takes 1 or 2 ults from her, and then you should be good to go if you're able to protect her that long and still have some frontliners and everything soaking some of the damage and giving the heals and everything. So an example of that, a lot of times you will be using like bigger champions that you have. We're going to go with this middle one again. No reason to waste any refreshes. Actually, this is the same exact team. So that's just a free win right there again. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you'll get the, especially like, I wouldn't say higher ranks because we're definitely not like top 100 or anything like that. We can check after this what rank we are. But a lot of times you'll get the same couple of people that you're going to be fighting against, which is good. You already see their team setup. That means you can fight against them exactly, you know, mirror how you just did. And the results should be the same. It's just, I don't want to say simple math, but it's just math at that point. You're placing people that have numbers of damage, numbers of healing, numbers of defense, etc. So the results shouldn't change drastically. Okay, here we go. We got a couple of new challengers. Here we have a 106, a 102. I will do one battle at the end, which will sacrifice it to have the chance of losing against someone who's like 20,000 or maybe 15,000 stronger. That way we can see if the team synergy that we put out is good enough to overtake that, our knowledge and everything we're putting into it. On this one, we will go with the 58. Just get these free wins. So different team setup. Here we're looking at something a little bit different. We have an assassin that's kind of like a front line. He's a rogue, so we know that basically he has these 3 abilities because the level of transcendence that he's at. He has the life gain, and it's good to look at the characters that you're fighting, some of their abilities, because you might be able to counter them with some characters that you have. So this is just life drain. Right here, he launches 3 consecutive attacks, and then his ultimate is just more damage, basically. It reduces all the allies' damage taken. So he works as like a damage dealer version of Coco in regards to like how he's outputting. As you can see, pretty much everyone is a higher level than me, but they're not legendary. They don't have a bunch of legendaries, so they're not just getting that stat bonus right there as well. Lucius is pretty annoying on teams that don't really move that much because of his ult gives them that free shield, but he has a Merrily, so she's going to be jumping around. He's going to be moving around, and the shield will probably go between these 2 right here or these 3 right here. So we don't really have to worry too big on this team with the setup that we have. We can go ahead and move our tanks back up to their spots. And we're going to put Coco on this side right here. Because he does get that revive, he'll protect her a little bit better. You can also switch her over here if you feel more comfortable to go ahead and take him out as well. And then she'll move to like the back line by the time she gets her ult. I like this side right here because my goal is to get Lucius out as fast as possible, and then any damage that she can do to her will be better. She's basically the one who's going to be doing the bulk of the damage. I'm pretty sure we'll get Mariel down before she even gets to ult, or maybe she'll get one ult off with this synergy. Yeah, so that's the reason I put her there, so she can basically take him out before he has a chance to ult. And now we're good. She gets that ult off. We get the damage reduction and lifesteal and everything. No one even got to ult in the back line. So you see their levels were higher, but their synergy was just not good. They had a weird split synergy for whatever that team setup was. All right, 71. So here's a 70. Someone closer to our level. On this one, we'll try the 92. They're 21,000 above me. We'll test it out. If we lose, we lose. Oh, yeah, they got a Supreme. I don't think that's a smart choice. I'm pretty sure that Vala's going to shred. So it's just not worth it. And as you can see, when I click into this opponent, I can see their team setup. And if it just looks like something that doesn't make sense to go, just hit that damn back arrow, big homies. Don't take the L for no reason. We'll go into this 71, take a look at their team. So they have kind of a on par, all level 90s and stuff like that. They have an on par Cecia, but as we can see, they have 3 split synergy. So it's not really a big deal. What we are going to do is we are going to split this up like this, so she can just tank this. Actually, it's probably smarter to do something like this because he gets the revive. We'll force the revive pretty quick right here. We can probably take out, I don't know why this healer is the front, but he is going to get taken out very quickly, which is sad biscuits for them. And we should be good to go. I might move him right here just so he can get that heal in the whole area. And we'll move him. Actually, it doesn't really matter where he's at. Yeah, the only AoE is coming from her. They have 2 healers and 2 rangers right there, and then a tank. So we should be good like this. It's about a 2,000 difference, but we get the inherent stat value from having a little bit better synergy on the team. That CC ult was kind of scary. she got a big group ult right there. That was kind of scary. But we were victorious. No problem. No problem. All right, so this is what I'm talking about right here. You get 5 daily attempts to refresh it. Obviously, everyone should be doing the first one because it's free. Get those extra points in and then move on. Now we're starting to get those big boy opponents. This is where you want to start refreshing and fishing for someone that you can beat. We refreshed once and we went ahead and got someone that we know we can beat at 67k. All right, this is my least favorite arena, and he has kind of a split setup right here. I'm not too worried about this side, to be honest. We definitely want to take this side out a little bit quicker, so we'd most likely want to go with something like this. Dupe and dupe. We are going to sacrifice her with the jump. Let's see. Yeah, so we are going to sacrifice her with the jump, and everyone's going to be focusing hard on this side. It's always smart to try to get a Lucius down as fast as possible. Contrary to belief, a lot of people think that you should target the healers or you should target like the damage dealers. I disagree. Tanks are very important in this game because they have a lot of utility with their ultimates. Their ultimates are tide turners. I mean, that's their role as a tank, is they turn the tide of the battle. Him with his resurrection, him with his shield. And Tundra, with hers right here, reduces incoming damage. She taunts and shields everyone unaffected by becoming unaffected for 5 seconds afterwards. So these are tide turners. We know that she can tank a hit from this 80. She, 1, has better synergy, and 2, she is going to have a 1 level up on her. The only problem with this is we're not going to be able to use this. We will have to go to this one right here because our Ceccia is not the utmost back hero, so it's no point. We don't really care about giving that buff to Antandra. It's just not making any sense. So she stopped him from getting there, and then she's also going to take the first tank. Boom. Good to go. Everyone is healthy. Coco should be getting her ult off here soon, and then it's just kind of GG from there. That was a great ult. Get that Vala out of there. That kind of just secures the victory. Their Ceccia is, where's her ult at? He's not really doing anything to our tank right now, so we are good to go on that. And yep, we're just moving around now. Just moving around the field. Everyone is pretty much full health at the end. And that's just team setup. I mean, that's truly the synergy, how we're you know, targeting Vala's ult to go onto our tank in the back. It's pretty cool when you're able to just kind of thwart someone's team setup with something simple like that. Just moving a character around. That's usually all that it takes. It's not something that is like just inherently something we think about, and I'm sure a lot of people do. I'm not trying to take the credit away from people who have already thought about this already. I'm just explaining this in a way to hope to gain insight and value to you guys. But sometimes it's just about moving a character around and not really worrying about the damage dealers and the healers and stuff like that right off the bat. So this person right here is about 7,000 over us. Their healers are the ones that have higher levels. They also have a Temesia, which is very annoying for any backline heavy teams. The good thing about this is that we should be okay in regards to surviving, because we have a little bit buffed Ceccia right here. The only problem is they're double healers, which means they're gonna definitely keep Lucius alive long enough to where he is gonna be able to ult. But so this is the thing, if you understand the mechanics of the characters and you understand the mechanics of the AI will usually focus the lowest health champion. When it comes to Lucius's ult, he'll usually focus the lowest health champion. And because they have a Temesia, she moves around a lot. We may want to kind of trick her into coming to this backside over here, to where he's going to throw ult specifically over here in this area. By the time she's over here, we don't want a lot of characters that are going to run to the backline or anything like that, which we don't have. We don't have to worry about that. What this is going to do, what I'm thinking it's going to do, maybe I'm completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is what's going to happen, is that she's going to come back here. By the time she's making it back, he'll probably cast the ult on her, because I have my Ceccia right here. She's 100% targeting her. It's just not gonna, she's not gonna go anywhere else. We know her ult is going in the back line, or at least her ult is coming somewhere right here, so it's gonna be putting some AoE damage somewhere down. They have 2 healers and 2 tanks, so they're not outputting a lot of damage. Their team is also revolved around keeping Ceccia alive, 100%. Our Ceccia has more damage output, so we are going to be putting out more damage than they're going to be putting out. Also, we have 2 tanks that are pretty good at soaking early damage. They both have the ability to kind of sustain. So we want to try to trick this Temesia to come back here. We want him to still be in a spot to where he should be able to get our entire team with an ult. So there's an option of going here or here. If I'm here, I should still target her as well. The only problem is I'm scared that she's going to come over here because it's a more condensed, heavier area. But this is where we learn from our mistakes, obviously, and we can adjust them after. They do have a higher battle rating than us, but we should be okay. The only thing I would say 100% we're going to lose is if Lucius gets off a good ult and we don't force it to go on the Temesia. that would be the only reason that we would lose, which is a possibility. So let's go ahead and check this out. I did go back with the attack speed relic right here, so that way my Cecilia can get her ult off a little bit quicker. There we go. So we did force an ult in a bad spot, but we also are Cecilia ulted in an even worse spot, to be honest. We should be good though, because our Cecilia should out damage theirs and theirs through a bad ult. Now they're pretty stacked up, so the next ult that we get on Cecilia, I'm hoping she throws it to the back line. There we go, boom. Ooh, those heals are crazy though. Yeah, we just didn't get that Temesia down fast enough. That was one of the biggest issues. So, lesson learned. Those two healers were crazy. I'd like to look at the battle stats on this to see. God bless, bro. She put out 700,000 healing on that. Yeah, that was insane. She was truly popping off on that. No problem at all. Oh, we did drop down because we are donkeys, but we will grab it back. Let's go ahead and go back into the next battle. We'll go ahead and just take this one right here, which is the smart route. That's what I was explaining at first. Don't risk points. It just doesn't make sense to whenever you're a free to play. I just wanted to show an option and then explain an option where there could have been a chance. The ult that Lucius put off on that battle was in a spot that we wanted it, but I miscalculated the healers, to be honest. That was my biggest thing, is I miscalculated the healers. I should have looked at her thing that she gets right here, which is attack bonus. So everyone was inherently doing a little bit more attack. They were able to get her down a little bit faster than I thought so. So it was just a miscalculation on that. No problem, we learned. We know now, always check the characters, because once they get to, obviously, their mythic, if we can click on it, they unlock this slot right here. So it's not just going to be those 3 abilities, it'll be the 3rd one as well. So this should be a fine setup. We'll stick with this one right here, and we should be good to go. Parissa's annoying. She does some pretty big damage, but because she's going to go for that tank right there, it's not going to matter. Not going to matter that much. And we got that big boy summon in the back. Here she goes again with them crazy heals. Yeet. Nah, not enough. Not enough, my lord. You shall fall like all the ones before you. Besides the one that slapped me. Give me that promotion back. All right. So we got 2 chances left. We'll go ahead and knock those out. And thank you so much if you've stuck around this entire time. I hope you gained some value. I will continue to just go over this. I think this is the same person. We can go right back into that. Yeah, same setup right there. So we don't need to change anything. But if you don't have these characters, obviously, what I'm explaining is not subjective to these characters. Hewen works in that spot. Rowan works in that spot. Everyone should have Coco. I don't care. Everyone should have Coco. Everyone has Cecilia, obviously. The only 2 that you would interchange is going to be your 2 tanks. If you don't have those, the other 3, 100% you should have without a doubt. So those are kind of the universal setup right now for a very good team setup. I think they're pretty good, unless you have like a built Igor or like a built Aaron or something like that. Then you would use those characters to synergize a little bit different. Both of those work very well with Cecilia. Both of them work very well with Cecilia. So you could definitely switch those out, interchangeable. Eins und Ghoul. We will go after you, Challenger. I apologize if you are watching this video. Rest in peace, brother. Okay, here's the Igor. This is the one that I'm talking about. Who is this going on? Is this going on Coco? So we'll go something like this. Should be good to go. Man, that full pimp slap Thorin to the back line, bro. No remorse in that. Oh my god, he disrespected everyone. He straight disrespected everyone. That was hilarious. Thorin, my man Thorin got straight disrespected the instant battle started. Oh my god. So in a recap, I'm a free-to-play god. Nah, I'm just playing. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, like always, please comment down below. If you haven't already joined the Discord, there's some more people joining every day. We're getting a little bit more active. The more of you that join, obviously, the more active we can be within that Discord. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. You guys are still kicking ass. Y'all have gotten me to, like, I think it was like 888 whenever I looked last, which was like right before recording this video. We are 12 away from hitting 900. That was my goal, to wake up tomorrow and see 900 if we can get there. Man, thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart. As always, have fun. Oh, wait, you know what? We are not going to end this video yet. Man, we almost forgot to do our summon. What are we thinking? Come on, Dragon. Get your summon in there, big homie. We got enough for... Do we have enough for 2? Oh, we might have enough for 2. And that's a guaranteed S, because we always go to pity on this account. This account, I should have named it the Pity God. Or Pity Me. It should have been named Pity Me. Ah, man, I failed. I'm going to pay for a name change. I'm still free to play, but I'm going to pay for a name change. Look at these fools. Disrespectful. Oh, my gosh. And they give me friggin' Bunny Rabbit Archer. Here we go. Can we get an S rank on this? Of course we can, because we're at Pity. They pitied us. What did we get? Oh, that's a W right there. Oh my gosh, that's a W. Let's go take a look real quick. Can we do anything yet? No, I need one more. One more to get to the next. Oh, we're almost there, baby. And it was Thorin. That's the GOAT right there. That was literally the best summon we could have gotten. Unless it was Cecia. Nah, that was the best summon we could have gotten. We still need 2 of him. Yeah. Oh my god, that was huge. Anyways, y'all, I'll see y'all in the next video.